back home now after an interesting morning out in the field, visiting with our customer, working to recover from a hardware failure encountered on a brand new Dell server, no less. But back home in much more comfortable attire, and I notice that some of the automation in my world is showing signs of suffering from some of the same failures only 24 hours ago. So I wanted to take a moment to record this video to talk about information systems. I don't quite know what the title will be yet. Probably something about scaling in the internet age. Your service is becoming popular, exponentially so, growing to meet that demand. Again, not sure what the title will be, but content goes something like this. I've been in information systems for a long time. Had a very successful career, and that continues. In that time, I have seen attributes in certain systems that always end up ending in a familiar way, a similar way. So hopefully this video serves as a bit of a catalyst to help spur, what do I want to say, a more calculated approach, a more meticulous approach, one that is well thought out, stem to stern, as they would say. There used to be a time where you could build a system, load some software on it, and as that system began to show signs of oversubscription, you could simply throw more hardware at it, buy faster processors, more memory, move the software, stand up the service, and you'd be good to go. There used to be a time where that approach would work. I have seen time and time again attempts to take that same approach and apply it to services, popular services in the internet age, and it flat out does not work. When you build a solution in the internet age and that solution begins to gain traction, the time to think differently about your service has already passed. And so now, if you find yourself in the heat of battle and the service is crumbling under load, you are now playing catch up. So this idea of throwing more hardware at a solution in order to solve a problem where it's oversubscribed, those ideas don't work anymore. We are living in the internet age, and it's all about microservices, decoupling processes and functions, building systems in such a way that you expect components to fail. You expect components to experience a level of oversubscription, and building a level of redundancy that is scaled out, not scaling up. You know, when we talk about more CPU, more memory, you're trying to scale up. It's not going to work. You need to scale out. You need more systems horizontally responding to the requests coming in for the service. This means that the software needs to be designed to run across multiple systems and to coordinate with many instances of itself running on multiple systems. A microservices strategy. Any of those components running on multiple systems should be able to fail, but the service itself continues to run. In other words, the end user never knows that there's a failure. Obviously, to do this, more often than not, requires a redesign, a rethinking of how the software is built. I'm not here to suggest that that's a trivial task, but it is one that is necessary if the intention is for the service to continue. Re-architecting systems and services for the internet age is a necessity. Microservices building for failure instead of trying to build to prevent failure. Without those approaches, your solution will be overrun, and you'll get passed by someone who simply does it better.